The first item of business, we have a motion ourselves, so we'll submit
Well,
that
let's do,
with
yeah,
you.
why don't you give that to the gentleman there, and we'll get that into the record, sir.
Okay.
I appreciate that. And now my first option, which I was pushing fairly hard on for you, I realize that I can't twist anyone's arm, but I'm now gonna twist a little bit harder only because if there is a motion that's you're asking for something, I'm assuming, Mr. Ainge, you have not received a copy of that?
No, I haven't.
All right, so I would give him an opportunity to review that.
The reason that we did not give the city a copy is this motion is based on the three principals not showing up. There was no way for me to know that since I was not served with the document. I assumed that they would be here. I am here, they should be here. We went through the process of subpoenaing them. That was done by me. I think that was generous because I also subpoenaed the three security people from G4S. And I did that out of courtesy because they're not my witnesses, they're hostile witnesses. So I don't particularly want them to testify, but I did that as a generosity. I think we have gone beyond what you asked us to do in our generosity. Now, the motion that we submitted this morning has to do with the three people not showing up. I would request that you rule on that today, and if you rule against my motion on that, then I would like to reserve going back and getting legal advice on the moot question. I would also just point out that what they're saying in their document is not accurate, because they can base their decision of a 30-day exclusion, and the next time we get into a confrontation, they could increase that to 60, 90, or 180 days. So is there a moot problem here? No, because it's extended. They can use this against me in the future.
I understand where you're going. This is exactly what I'm asking for in response, but I would like it in a clear, concise, and obviously you can write, so I'm not asking you to do something you can't do. I'm asking that you and or your attorney prepare it so that we can address those specific issues, and they've referenced two cases. Two cases are not a big surprise to me. I've seen at least one of them before. The other ones on mootness I've read any number of times. They're actually pretty interesting cases in the abstract, but their practical applicability to this case is what's in dispute. And so that part I think you need to talk about. I appreciate very much. I'm not going to rule on your motion today, and I'm doing that out of respect for you, because I don't, it's what I told you before, is there's a motion to quash, which is in essence the other side of your motion, is that they're saying they don't have to be here at all. You're saying, oh yes they do, we've done everything we're supposed to do. That is actually the issue that we've got to decide. And I think it's fair to have a even combat, an even argument, an even assessment of that position. I told you, personally, I'm affronted by and somewhat embarrassed by the city's actions at its late stage. I do not think that the city ought to treat me, the city ought not to treat its citizens, which is you, in such a fashion as the blindsided. And that's what's happened today. I'm not going to say that your motion is I think your motion was anticipatory, that they simply didn't do what they were supposed to do, so I will not accuse you of blindsiding, because I think you were just anticipating. The city's action is calculated in this particular case, and I'm not particularly pleased with that. That doesn't mean my decision's going in one direction or the other, but we all have personal feelings, and I take my job, that's why we're here today, I take my job really seriously. And whether or not I have my job in 6 weeks or 2 weeks or 2 days, is less important to me than when I do it with ethics, with consideration for the due process of the folks that I have in front of me, and that includes the city. All right? So, how long do you need?
I would just, first of all, this is water. I know we're not supposed to bring stuff in here, but I do need this.
Move on. We talked
Okay,
about it.
I wish the hearing officer would take under consideration that if I was a normal citizen right now, I would drop this whole thing. Because this is the third time I will have to come back, okay? The people that kind of support me or want to be witnesses also have to get up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning to do this. So that's offensive. This is the third time we're coming back. If I go, what you're suggesting, all right, a normal citizen would say, 30 days are up, I'm back in the council, all I gotta do is behave myself and everything is fine. I'm an activist, that's why I'll fight this until there's no fight left in me, all right? Or everybody says to me, no, you were wrong. I want you to appreciate the fact that a normal citizen would have dropped this case right now. They would just say, hey, this is too much, you know? I will do what you suggest. I will take it to a lawyer, but also I want you to understand that now there's gonna be a financial involvement with me for something that's already passed. Except that I am concerned about the violation of civil rights, all right? Not that they threw me out, but they barred me. That's what I'm arguing about. I don't care about being thrown out of a meeting. If I'm out of order, throw me out. If I'm running the meeting and you're out of order, I will throw you out. However, when you say we are barring you for 30 days, you have to show some ordinance. They haven't shown nothing. All right, I will go and see the lawyer, but I want everybody in this room to understand that this aggravates the system. And it shows citizens how disrespectful this city is.
How long do you want?
I don't know.
How long will it take you?
This one got me, I need probably a week.